Okay. I had to. Alright, okay, now I think I'm audible. I had to think, double think like 3 times before I make this video. And I'm not expecting you guys to jump into the comment section trying to judge me, trying to advise me, because sometimes it's not needed. Sometimes you just want to listen, because venting, ranting, or being frustrated is totally normal. As a human being, it doesn't matter if I'm a man or a female or anybody. It's totally normal to vent. At the end of the day, we all have emotions, and we should respect that. Okay, so I want to start like that first before I even start speaking, because the type of industry that I'm into is not given. It's hard, it's harsh, it's demanding. And yes, I knew it before I engaged myself into it. I knew it before I left the family and found myself on the road. And don't worry, I'm not driving. My co-driver has a wheel right now. With me swinging back and forth, I got both hands together, and I'm not the one driving. So yes, yeah, as you can see on the title, he quit. He abandoned the truck and the student at the truck stop. He abandoned trucking. He gave up trucking and the student at the truck stop. I think that's the title that I'm gonna put up here for you guys to understand the different reason. Before giving the whole story, before I tell you exactly what happened, why I don't want to put any name out there. I don't want to put no company out there. I'm not going to speak in general, because I'm not going to expose whoever did it, whoever told me, whoever faced that situation, because at the end of the day, privacy, I respect that. Yes, it's not me. It's not my story, but it's a living story. It's something that a friend just told me. It just happened. He just experienced it, and I decided to come over here and share that with you that's listening, that is watching me. But guess what? You gotta subscribe. You gotta encourage the exposure, because not everybody can speak. Not everybody can take the stand and advocate and say this is right, that is wrong, and so on, so forth. But before I give you that story, I want to remind you the 3 really important things, because that's is going to be the third reason why people will easily quit trucking as a whole. Just going to give up everything and say, F it, I'm out of this, I'm done with trucking. The very first reason will be family. When you come at the point, when some of us come at the point of losing their kids, of losing their husband or their partner or their wife, just their partner, they have to make the choice either to stay on the road or to get back home and fix their issue. Maybe it's a John, maybe it's it could be anybody, it could be any story that you hear back at home. You gotta be there to fix it. You could have your partner that is sick, and then you have to make the decision to lay back and give up trucking because you have to be you have to be there. It could be your mom, your dad, any family member that you have to give up trucking to be local. Most of the time we are away. We go for days, for weeks, some of us for months. Yes, it's a hustle, it's a lifestyle. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's not given at all. So family will be the very first reason why any truck driver would give up will give up his seat just like that. His CDL will be gone because of family, because of the kids, because of this, that. The family related reason is actually the very one of the most important reasons why we give up. Now, with the plan, having a plan laid out, what I should do, what I'm going to do, for how long, that eases the situation. That helps your partner, whether it's a man or a lady or a woman, your wife or your husband, should understand that, okay, baby, love, queen, king, I'm doing this for a while, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm getting us together, I'm building us again, I am giving a reason and make them, him or her, understand why you're doing it. And it can't be for a while, it can't be for 20 years. Some of us do it for 10 years, for 20 years. Yes, there's always a window of adjustment, always a way to be more at home than to be on the road all the time. It is a problem. The second reason is the lifestyle. Trucking is not a joke. I sleep in the truck 3 to 5 weeks at a time, sometimes 6 weeks when I'm training non-stop, and then I decide just to train the entire period and then go home. I will stay on the truck for sometimes 6 weeks. It is demanding, it is hard, sleeping on the truck, not having a life. Yes, we're gonna get in Texas, we're gonna have some fun. Get in Las Vegas, have some fun. Get in Georgia, have some fun. Get in California. But at the end of the day, that's not home. You're away from home. The mindset is coping, like the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you exercise, your health, all this, sitting for like 10 hours a day just because you are trucking. The lifestyle is hectic. Oh yes, it's difficult. Okay, it's really, really hard, and not everybody can take it. If you watch this channel, you probably watched the video where I spoke, the one I did about a student that gave up trucking 2 days. After 2 days of being on the truck, he gave up. He couldn't do it. Say, oh, it's dirty. Oh, there's no restroom. There's no. He gave any reason and say he can't do it. What can I do? Encourage him and find solution to ease the problem. But no, he said that's not for him. He cannot. He quit. Another one did 2 weeks. He quit. So it's not for everybody. We gotta understand that. But before jumping into trucking, you wanna make your research. You wanna watch videos like the type of videos that I make daily. The snow, the wind, the mountains, different scenarios, different issues. You wanna know how and what trucking is all about before you even engage yourself on having a CDL. It's not all about the money. It's not even about the money, because the money will never replace or be equivalent to what we are spending or what we are giving up being out here on the truck, like trucking. Not. Third reason, like I said, yes, that's the reason why I'm actually doing this video. The companies or our partners, all right, I gotta say it that way. The revenue versus the expenses. For the past 2-3 years, fuel has been really, really expensive compared to previous years. Talking of $3 to $4 to $6 a gallon, up to $7 to $8 gallon in California. Yes, fuel prices has been up, and guess what? Revenue has not changed. If not, I've actually dropped, because companies are not paying. You see everything rising. All the prices of stuff are they rising. They took the pandemic. Oh, because of the pandemic. The war on the other side, because of the war. But nope, everything is rising. All the price of everything out there is rising. But we are truckers, and we are the one hauling those supplies. But guess what? The revenue is not skyrocketing like that. It doesn't increase as everything else is getting so expensive. Even the truck, as I'm driving in the truck right now, it used to be about 120 to 30K, at the most 150 if you have some gadget in it. But if you do not have at least 180 up to 200,000 to get a truck brand new, you're wasting your time. You will not get nothing. So companies and this revenue versus expenses is really killing truck drivers. And something else, and I call them the boss, I call them dispatch, I call them your partners, I call them the middleman. And this is where the story begins. This friend of mine got into trucking and started got his CDL and started his training. Got to be the company and they gave him an instructor. 3 weeks later, he was halfway of his training until their truck broke down. Found himself in Laredo, Texas. Was down for 2 days. On the third day, his instructor gave up on him. Not just gave up on him, but abandoned the truck at the truck stop, rest area, truck stop, dealership, whatever you want to call it. After they were down for 2 days, he couldn't take it anymore. He gave up. He said, you know what? I'm gonna call the company. They're gonna send somebody out here to continue the training with you. I'm done. I'm out. And he left just like that. He abandoned the truck, abandoned the student, and took a plane back home. In what state? I'm not gonna give you a hint. He just dropped everything and then left. And then just left. Just to tell you how much trucking could be frustrating, how much they dispatch, how much the middlemen, all these people being your partner, they do not understand that we are the one out here trucking. They do not understand that raising your voice or not listening to us, not giving us what we need to alleviate our situation. Like so many things getting in between that middleman, that dispatch, and you. And when you're trying to voice yourself after a truck being down, after receiving and like, so much things happening or going on that if I take my camera and then rant every day, you guys will think that I'm going crazy. You guys will be saying, oh, my place is not here in trucking. If I can't handle it, I should give up. If I can't, again, this story is about a friend that had to wait on the truck for 2 extra days by himself, and he had to be brought to the terminal because his instructor gave up on him. So if you think you're having a worse day, if you think that your situation is bad, trust me, there's somebody out there that has worse, that I've seen worse, and that is going through hell. I can say it like that. So I don't know about you, what was your situation, if it was similar, if it was worse, or you almost get close to it. I want to hear about it. I want to share that experience with you. I want to know how you came around and got it fixed. And this other friend of mine, I want to talk about it. She was a lady, she was being trained, and his instructor was invading her private area. He was invading, and he started making advances. When she opened up and said, hey, I'm not here to be friends, to be buddies. I'm not here to have a relationship with you. I'm here for trucking. Since that day, he changed his face. He was like, oh, it's okay. You can have an extra hours of sleep if you need to. You can drive only 200 or 300 miles a day, whereas she was supposed to be doing 500. You can like favors. But after that, he was like so rude, careless, arrogant, raising his voice. Just left. I mean, the worst thing that he never did was to raise his hand on her. But no, she didn't let it happen. She reported, she expressed herself, and it was fixed. She finished, and she ended up finishing her training, and she's on her own today. So please, do not get frustrated for the wrong reason. Do not allow anybody else to get under your skin, and do not take bullshit. Do not put your life at risk because you want to please somebody else. No, no, never, never. Your life first, safety first, grind, and know why you are jumping into this new career. Know what is trucking, what it involves, what it entails, the sacrifices that you have to give in trucking in order to better, probably, maybe, your life tomorrow. It's a win when you are ready, but it's a loss when you are not, when your mind is not set up for it. Again, that's my personal experience with my friends, with the people that I know. I have my position, but I want to know, what do you think about it? What have you experienced? Have you heard something similar to that? I want to hear it. We want to hear it. I probably want to have you in an interview, want to have you on the phone so we can discuss about it. If you want to open up, you want to speak up, hey, I can advocate for you. What's the worst case that's gonna happen? For us to liberate or to free one or two other brothers or sisters? Yes, speak up and be free. That's what I gotta say. I'm still out here not because it's easy, because I know how to take it in. I know how to endure, and one load at a time, one assignment at a time, expecting tomorrow to get better. The first time is a mistake, the second time is on purpose, but the third time, can't allow that to happen. Until next time, hey, my phone number, +1 443 619 8583. Check me out on WhatsApp. Yes, text me, call me, let's speak. Let's help somebody else out there that cannot, that doesn't even have the wing to fly. Let's help each other to fly. +1 443 619 8583. I hope you do the right thing, because only you can change your life, your destiny. Nobody else will come and lift you up. Hey, peace out.